What's up, y'all? So, I am here to say this first time for everything, right? So, a lot of you guys may know that my right wrist hasn't been the greatest because I've been going through a lot of pain and stuff, and I've always thought, oh, just rehab, blood flow, yada, yada, yada. I still would compete with it off and on, but if there was one word to describe that, it would be bipolar, right? To where, sometimes it did good, sometimes it didn't, sometimes it hurt, other times it did. And that always based on my performance at that particular event. So let me just give you a little trip down memory lane right quick as far as 2023 is concerned. So at this time last year, Neil Pickup went ahead and got a hold of me and goes, hey, he invited me to Arm Wars. Awesome, At the time, I was gonna pull Uncle John left-handed, no problem. I focused on my left hand over and over again, lots and lots, because John is a dominant left hand also. And then, things happened. John couldn't leave the country, or he could leave, but he had problems getting back in, all that kind of stuff. So he couldn't make it. So then I got put up against Adrian Popescu out of Romania. Strong young stud now, by the way. And the thing is though, this whole time I've been training my left, and I just thought that I would have a different opponent with the same arm. But the day of the match, it got changed and we went right-handed. Now, there's some pros and cons to that, okay? The good news is that my right hand was fresh and I didn't train it. The bad news is that my right hand was fresh, but I didn't train it. Murphy's Law, right? So, lo and behold, that weekend, and it's on Arm Wars, I pulled Adrian Popescu, I pulled Jason Hill out of England. And honestly, even though I lost both those matches, the match within the super matches were awesome. And I actually did a lot better with that hand than I did with my left hand matches that I'll probably won't see the day. But anyway, so I'm thinking, all right, but that didn't give me much time because then I was back to training again, probably a month. And then I had 1 week to recover, 1 week to really get some stuff in and take a week off before I head to the Monster Factory. And left hand, Rush Trader didn't go my way, right? Okay, and I lost 3-0, and I felt like that, did I overtrain the left? The right-handed match landed in my lap because originally Daniel Worley was scheduled to pull Roger Learn. Roger couldn't make it. Michael gave me a call and said, hey, I got some interesting news to you. I want to know if you're interested. I'm like, what you got? He said Roger couldn't make it, so Worley has no opponent, and he's out of Florida. Would you want to take it right hand? I'm like, sure, why not? I'm already going there, so why not make the most of it, right? Go to Monster Factory. Again, left hand lost to Rush Shredder 3-0, but I was still able to get the win on Daniel Worley 3-1 on the right, which we need to run back. No spoilers, you can go back and look at it. Monster Factory, what was it, 4 at the time, earlier this spring? So if you go back and watch that kind of stuff, yeah. You'll know, I still got my Monster Factory medal back there. In fact, because I like it so much, I'll go ahead and show everybody because it's green and black, right? So that's pretty awesome. So, I mean, how bad is this fucker? Pretty cool, huh? I mean, I like the green and black, and you got the Monster Factory ribbon and stuff. So yeah, that was my award at the Monster Factory back in April. So, there's that. Took some more time off. I said, okay, I still want to rest this right because it's starting to feel a little wicked. And that was April. So now we fast forward to June, the event my wife and I put on. I didn't plan to pull at all. And then one of my old rivals from the day said, hey, he's coming up out of California. How about you and I get together and have a match? I'm like, I'm trying to not do this, but he sat there and goes, hey, this is for old time's sake. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Us old guys, it's all about, the competition. So I was like, fine, whatever, no big deal. So we ended up pulling both hands. I'm like, I'll just see what happens right hand and put everything in my left hand. Long story short, 1-3-0 both arms. So I'm like, cool, no big deal, right? Moved forward, went to a tournament up in Riddle, Oregon, Joe the Invitational. Pulled left, didn't touch right. Because again, it's starting to hurt and it's starting to bother me and bother my performance. Okay, that was July. August, no, where the fuck did I go August? I can't remember. No, I didn't go anywhere August. Okay. September, right? I went to the World Series of Arm Wrestling North Region. That was Jordan Seal, left-hand super match. Lost 3-1, but that one was actual pin, so I'm proud of that because I've never pinned that guy in all my years in the sport. And I've been here almost 14 years, and we went to toe-to-toe lots of times. I've always came up on the short end, never pinned him, so kind of glad of that. Right hand, that focal point of that event, Justin Green and myself, another guy, never pinned before. You know, this was like a, I wouldn't say I use the word payback, but once again, something him and I had 10 years ago. I was still new in the sport. He whooped me pretty much 3-0. And I got the win on him this time. One win. That was match one. Then he won the next 3 straight. Helps when you have Bob Brown in your corner. But nonetheless, after that, I felt okay. But I can still feel the soreness the next day, which was the tournament. Didn't pull right, just pull left, right? Okay, then we go to, let's see, October. Brings us to the North and South tournament up in Manitoba, Canada. And I pulled Billy Berg. Didn't touch my right hand at all during the tournament. The match in between him and I were left-handed, won 3-0. Pulled the tournament, took second to Earl Wilson. You know, so there was that. November rolls around, and that was the finals of the World Series of Arm Wrestling. Of course, you know I'm psyched up, pulling left-handed. Did some damage. I think I took 6 out of like 13 guys or something like that. Everyone was a stud. Not a big deal. Right hand. I just said, I'm already down here, what the fuck, whatever. Got one win, and it was sore the entire time, so I was like, all right, fine, whatever. And then last weekend, Washington State Championships, had my match with Paul Stevens, left hand, won 3-1, pulled the tournament, didn't touch my right, it was still kind of sore. So this brings me to the focal point of this video after I'm almost 7 minutes in. So now, I gotta get it looked at. I had an appointment set up, and it was yesterday, to get a cortisone shot. Now, I've never had one before. I'm not real fond of needles, and I'm like, okay, how's this gonna work? And I'm talking to the doctor, you know, what's going on with this? And basically he was telling me that the cortisone shot will kind of alleviate some of that inflammation. You know, and I was like, well, how long does it last? He goes, it varies from people. Everyone's different. It could last up to 3 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, whatever. I'm thinking, oh, okay. Well, that's interesting to know. And if you guys noticed, I had issues pronating, you know, it only goes so far. Like my left hand would do this and my right hand would do that, it would stop. But now, after I got that cortisone shot and fuck my shit was in pain all day yesterday, woke up this morning and look what I can do now. Pronate all the way. See that? So now I'm like, bam, bam. I can pronate because before it would stop right there. I couldn't go any further because it would hurt. But now with that cortisone shot, boom, boom, I can pronate. So I'm thinking, okay, now I feel good. And everybody who's been in the sport for, you know, a bit knows that when you're not in pain in certain joints, you're ready to fucking roll. You feel confident, you feel excited, you feel to get back in the gym and just fucking work. Whether it be if you're an inside guy, you got pain up in that elbow, when that shit goes away, you're fucking like, let's roll. Pronation, when that wrist, you know, let's go. But some other news that I still can't rise because as I was looking at the x-rays, I got the arthritis starts from here and it's all the way over here now, right? So all the way through here is where the arthritis is, but that cortisone shot kind of, you know, it's more of a Band-Aid for now. But also what I saw is the fact that I got a bone spur right here, okay? If y'all can see that. Bone spur right there, which means I still can't rise the way I want to because of that bone spur. I can do this and I can only stop there because of that bone spur right here is preventing me from getting all the way up. So I have to like do all this over exaggerating shit. So prior to that, with the bone spur there, with arthritis kicking in, I couldn't pronate. It made me feel like a one-trick pony. I was only able to do a lot of side pressure shit. Sometimes it works, other times it didn't. So again, getting the shot did help alleviate that pain. I'm just hoping now, you know, I'm gonna start training again Monday. See, I got the shot yesterday, so I'll take the whole weekend to kind of just, you know, took Friday off obviously, but I'll take today and tomorrow off and then I'll kind of get back into it. Nothing heavy, just to kind of go through the motions and see how it feels. It feels great because I can actually do this now and not hurt. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it going. So again, target date March 2nd, Aries 64 man Super Series. It's right-handed, and that was the main focal point, is making sure this has got taken care of so I can have a legit chance of fucking winning $5 grand. That is the top prize, by the way. So again, it felt good. I was kind of like, don't know how this is going to work. So I asked a lot of friends of mine. Some said it worked for them. Others said, nope, it didn't do shit for me. And then some people were like, I never got it before. I don't know what to tell you. So I had to ask people just to kind of see, get some different opinions about it. Because I already gotten it, but I wanted to see, hey, did it work? Did it not work? If it did work, how long, before you had to get another one if you did? How long before it's going to wear off or whatever? So just I kind of have a baseline. But again, everyone's different. So I don't know. But I'm glad I got it. It feels good not to be in pain. So we'll see where this thing's ride. So, hey, guys, want to thank you very much for watching this. And I know King of the Table is probably wrapping up right now, but I'm getting ready for the tournament down in Arizona so I can go watch. Check it out, Greg Brown TV. So, all right, you guys, take care. We'll talk soon.